Hi everybody, Laura here for Simon Says Stamp. So glad you're joining me today. I've got a couple of fun projects to share with you. I'm going to be featuring the Stripes Card Wrap Die. Here is the Stripes Card Wrap Die. It's this awesome triangle shape with beautiful diagonals in it. I'm going to be using it along with all these gorgeous colors of solid color cardstock. So let's dive right in and I'll show you how I made this card. I'm starting with a piece of lemon chiffon cardstock and I'm butting the Stripes Card Wrap Die up to the side. Now it's not all the way up to the edge. I do leave just a little smidge of room because I don't want it to cut all the way through so that it falls off the edge of the card. See how it's still intact, but it cuts that little triangle shape. And I'm just going to repeat this same process for each panel of solid color cardstock. I'm not measuring. I'm kind of going up about 1 inch from the bottom. All of my panels are cut to 4 1/4 inches wide. The height varies. That doesn't really matter because I'm going to be trimming that off anyways. But this Stripes Card Wrap Die was intended to be a wrap that you put on each side of your card so that they fold in. And it's almost like door hinges that you open to open the card. You've probably seen examples and it's really cool and unique, but I wanted to come up with something a little bit different, something to give you a little variation, a little more mileage for this die so that you could do different things with it. So now I'm turning it into more of a design element rather than just a door hinge. And so that's my last piece, the Schoolhouse Red cardstock, and I'm going to be adhering these all together. I'll show you how I put this together. Using a little bit of tape runner, I'm adhering this lemon chiffon panel onto a white card base. My white card base is Nina Solar white. So I adhere that down. Again, I'm not measuring, just eyeballing it. And now I'm using my paper trimmer to trim off the excess. This is the most important tip. Every time you adhere another layer of cardstock, you must trim right away. Don't try to adhere. This is what I just did because I just made this big mistake. I just tried to put a card together on video, of course, and I adhered all 5 layers and tried to trim it off. Didn't work. The old paper trimmer was like, too thick. So I learned the lesson the hard way. Learn from my mistake. Every time you adhere a layer of cardstock, trim it. You'll get a nice clean cut. Especially if you're using Simon Says Stamp cardstock, because their cardstock is quite sturdy and thick. So you definitely want to trim after each layer. So you see how I'm tucking it in? I'm kind of tucking it in and angling it down to the right. Kind of creates this bit of motion, which is kind of cool if you ask me. I'm loving it. So this card's going to be like the warm tones, the yellows to the reds, and then I'm going to do another one because I couldn't resist, the cool tones, the greens to the blues. So I don't show that, but I do exactly what I'm doing here. I cut all the panels to 4 1/4 wide, die cut the triangle, butt it up to the side, adhere them all together, trimming after each one, most important tip. And then I'll show you how I add the sentiment once I get these all adhered. Now I'm on the lipstick red panel here. So this card has, let me see if I can remember these cardstock names. Lemon chiffon, sunshine, orange peel, lipstick red, and then this final one is schoolhouse red. And these colors together just tickle my fancy. I think what I'm loving, other than the fact that there's bright, bold colors just like smacking you over the head, is that it doesn't lean too feminine and it doesn't lean too masculine. It can go either way. It's right in that sweet spot, the graphic, colorful, sweet spot. That's like where my brain resides. So now I'm moving on to the sentiment. I'm going to emboss this thanks from the You Plus Me stamp set by Simon Says Stamp. And I'm going to do 2 at once, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. While I got the nice long strip of black cardstock out, cut to the right thickness that I need, I stamped that twice, pouring on some white embossing powder, which is also by Simon Says Stamp. And I'm heating this with my heat gun. I'm going to trim that down and pop it up with a little foam tape. I wanted the sentiment to be very simple, and I didn't want to take away from this awesome triangular design. How fun is this? I love it. I'm always in need of thank you cards, although I think these would make great birthday or congratulation cards too. These cards are finished. I hope it gives you some more ideas how to use the Stripes card wrap die. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.